Hey guys, we are back with some more Eastside Hockey Manager with the Red Wings, and we're starting exactly where we left off last time on October 29th. So let's continue with this season, and we are on a roll so far, 10-1 in 11 games played so far. We're going to leave Beezer in there to start this month because he only got one game played, I believe. So let's continue. Game against the Wild coming up here in one day. As soon as it gets over to November. Alright, so player of the month is Rod Brindamore. Rookie of the month is Ales Hemsky. Rod Brindamore, offensive player of the month. And defensive player of the month, Rob Blake. Alright, and then a game against the Wild. Let's see, come on, Beezer. That's going to be a loss. I'll give him one more loss, and then we'll go back to Osgood. Erickson resumes practice. That's nice. Finally have a healthy roster here in Detroit. We'll take out... Actually, no, we'll check average rating. Yeah, we'll take out Yuri Fisher. Put him in for Anders Erickson. And there you go. We seem to have a completely healthy roster at this point. How's Stevenson? Yeah, he has not played yet this season, so we'll... I think I'll wait for an injury to happen at this point. Because they're bound to happen in this game. Cullen, Fedorov, Cullen, and Brown for the 4-3 victory against the Blackhawks. Very nice. Let's keep it going. Game against the Blue Jackets coming up. And speaking of the devil, Sergei Fedorov is injured for 10 days. Yikes. Okay, so Stevenson, here is your chance to get your spot back in our roster. So, yeah, that looks good. All right. Game against the Blue Jackets. What's going on here? Brindamore banned for 2 games. Not concerned about that. And that's going to be a 4-3 loss to the Blue Jackets. Not good. Player of the week, Michael Pekka. And defensive player of the week is Scott Niedermayer. As we keep going, a game against the Flames on the 8th. So quite the simulation here. And it looks as the Flames have a back-to-back, so maybe they'll be a little tired. I'm hoping. So, yep, there we go. 6-2 win. Dasuk, Stevenson, Cullen, Brown, Brunette, and Cullen with the goals. And Stevenson impresses in his return. And, of course, Brown is out for 10 days. Yikes, man. Injuries happen so often in this game. All right, Holbig, get in there. Best lines. Yikes. So, what's his name? Beezer. Yeah, he played like 3 out of the past 5 games. I'd say that's a good amount of time. We'll get him back in there for one more game. See how he does, and then we'll get Osgood in there. All right, game against the Preds, and that's going to be a 3-2 victory. You know what? It's his retirement year. I'll stick with the hot hand. Let's keep going. Player of the week, Mikhail Grosek. And then defensive player of the week, Dmitry Yushkevich. That's quite the name. And let's see. Game against the Oilers coming up. And that is going to be a 5-2 victory. Perreault, Ward, Lidstrom, Hossa, and Ward. So, nice game right there. Brown resumes light practice. Not completely ready yet. Gonna keep riding the hot hand here. Basically until we see a loss. And there's the loss. Moran, Axelson, and Stevenson with the goals. We will put Osgood back in there. Now, when is Sergey Fedorov coming back. He is back already. So Bashir is injured though, so that's something else. The injuries. Yikes. Okay, so there you go. No one has been scratched because Bashir's been injured. So yeah, we just for some reason cannot stay healthy these days in this game. It's like impossible. So that is going to be a 5-2 win against the Flames. We are now 15-4. Hammerlick, Fedorov, Hossa, Axelson, and Fedorov scores twice in his return. And Brown resumes practice. Jesus Christ, these injuries. The amount of micromanaging we're having to do. So what are the average ratings looking like? So Francois Lagrange actually has a 6.53, but he's getting points. I'll scratch him for a couple games, just you know, give him the, I guess we'll call it rookie treatment, if you want to call it that. I mean, I do want to play him as much as possible, but at the same time, we gotta hold everyone accountable here. So let's keep going, and 5-2 victory against the Oilers. Nice. Fedorov, Cullen, Semenov, Ward, and Brown with the goals. And Lidstrom praised. Yep. And fans, pleased by your praise of Lidstrom, I would imagine. Let's keep it going. Yep, nothing new there. That is going to be a 3-2 shootout victory against the Blues. McCarty with both goals, and then Fedorov and Datsuk score in the shootout to take the Red Wings to the victory. And Bashir resumes a light practice. All right. And that's going to be a 3-0 victory over Nashville. Hossa, Axelson, and Cullen. Man, we have a we have a really good team this year. 18-4. Have we ever started this good in this series? I don't think so. I think this has been our best team to date in terms of our first 20 games or so. Lidstrom attitude praised, yeah. There you go. And 19-4-0 for the Red Wings. 2-1 overtime victory against the Kings. Stevenson and Datsuk with the goals. Not bad at all. And Bashir resumes practice, so we will get him back in there. Now, who to replace him with? How's Stevenson been doing? Oh, Joe Holbig. He hasn't been doing too hot. Yeah, we'll take Holbig out. We'll put Bashir back in. I'm gonna make Langager wait a little bit longer to get back in there. And it's technically the end of the month, so we'll check out the stats here. So Datsuk with 26 points, Cullen with 24, great pickup once again. Brown with 19 and 19, Lidstrom with 19, Fedorov with 18 and 18, Brunette with 15, Hammerlick with 15, Hossa with 14, Axelson with 13, McCarty with 13, Langager with 11 and 19, Moran with 11, Perreault with 11, DeVries with 8, Bashir with 7, Eriksson with 7, Ward with 7, Stevenson with 5 and 10, Semenov with 4, and then Fisher, Holbig, and Osgood all with 1, and then Beezer with none. In terms of points, I'll check out goalie stats, and yeah, looking pretty solid for Osgood right now. 916, 208, and an average rating of 779. Pretty good. So yeah, let's keep going. Nothing we really need to do. I'm not really too concerned about the salary at the moment, and we're winning, so just keep it going. So player of the month is Brendan Morrow. Rookie of the month, Craig Anderson. Brendan Morrow, and then Brian Leach is the defensive player of the month. And we are now at 20 wins, 24 games in, Fedorov, DeVries, Brown, Ward, and Stevenson with the goals. No reason to change anything right now. Let's keep going. Board confidence. They are delighted, I would imagine. And there's the first loss in a while against the Sharks. 5-3 is the final score. Perreault, Fedorov, and Brunette with the goals for the Red Wings, but not enough. So let's see. Let's get an update on the forwards because I want to try to get Langager in there. He's still sitting down there though at 6-5-3. Let's take Perreault out for a little bit, just so that there's a little bit of competition between those guys. And actually, how many games in a row has Osgood played? Played like 8. I'll give him 4 more games. We'll give him till the Blackhawks, and then we'll get Beezer in there for a few games afterward. All right, game against the Blues, and that's going to be a shootout loss. So goals by Axelson, Brown, McCarty, and Ward, and then no goals in the shootout for the Red Wings. So there's our first overtime / shootout loss of this season. Let's see, game against the Blues, there's a 5-4 win. So Brunette, Langager gets the goal. Datsuk, Cullen, and Fedorov. Then 2 more games for Chris Osgood, and then we'll get Beezer in there. And there's an 8-3 loss against the Bruins. Yikes. I have to get Beezer in there now. Yeah, you know what? We'll do that right now. Get in there. All right. Can I get some Maple Leafs? Coming up. All right, Fedorov praised. Yep. Bill praise. Game against the Maple Leafs. We lose in overtime. Goals by Brunette, Ward, and Cullen. USA U20 to appoint general manager. You know what? Let's try for it. I mean, I've been ignoring the national teams up until this point, but I think it'd be nice to add to this series. So, yeah, let's apply for the United States under-20s job. So, they acknowledge our application, and let's see if it goes through. Oftentimes, it doesn't. I notice. I only get the national team jobs like 10% of the time, but we'll see what happens. So, there you go. 5-2 victory against the Blackhawks for Beezer, I believe, is in net. He should be in net. Unless some crazy injury happened. And there's going to be a 6-4 win against the Devils. Brown, Fedorov, Datsuk, Eriksson, Brunette, and Hossa with the goals. And offensive player of the week is going to be Fedorov. And then defensive player of the week is Lidstrom. Nice. Swept the player of the weeks right there. Did the Red Wings. And looks like someone's been linked with the US U20 job. That doesn't mean he got it. Could still change, but that he's most likely, I think. Eriksson, Fedorov, and Langager with the goals. Looks like Langager is playing a little bit better. Let's we'll check his progress though in a couple games. See where he's at in terms of average rating. See if he's playing better defensively. And there you go, 4-1 win. Fedorov, Eriksson, Fedorov, and Ward, and then Langager with an assist. So he's definitely been playing a lot better as of recent. So I guess sitting him definitely helped. And I believe we're now in the roster freeze part of the season. And there's going to be a 4-2 loss against the Avs. And Fedorov and Lidstrom with the goals. Let's see. Anything regarding US U20? Not yet. Cullen, McCarty, Lidstrom, and Brown with the goals in a 4-3 win to the Avs. Let's see. Anything? I don't think I got the job. I do not think I got the job because I have not seen anything about it yet. Yeah, there's no way. Yeah, I think someone else got it. Oh well. It was worth a try. Yeah, I think someone else was already hired. They're already playing games. That's fine. And that is going to be a 7-3 loss against the Avs. Yikes. Hossa, Brunette, and Cullen with the goals. Let's get Beezer out of there. And yes, so let's check out the average ratings. And someone's got a 6. Oof, Longa there. He's been playing better offensively, but apparently not defensively. As I would imagine that's what the average rating is about there. So we got to sit him for a little bit longer. Get Perot back in there. And I'm thinking, I don't know. I feel like we should send him down to the AHL, but at the same time, I don't want to hurt his development. And I feel like he's already NHL ready. He's just having a little bit of a tough time getting going. So, yeah, let's keep him up here. And let's go into January. Actually, we'll end it after we get to the end of December here. So there's a 5-1 win against the Blue Jackets. We are 27-8-2 at this point in the season. Fedorov, Hossa, Cullen, Fedorov, and DeVries with the goals. And then, let's see. Next game is the Mighty Ducks of Anaheim. So let's get to that game, play that game, and then check the stats out completely because we were just checking the average rating before. I didn't even see how many points everyone had. View game, let's see. Fedorov and Cullen with the goals in the first period, and then Hartnell with 2 goals for Anaheim. Ties it up. And then Brunette with the game winner. There you go. We are 28-8-2. Solid record at this point in this season. Shabanov's contract. Who's this? Is this a scout? Yeah, this is a scout. He's not that great. Not going to bother re-signing him. Marc-Andre Bergeron, I'm going to have to let him go. He's not developing too well. I mean, he's still got a... yeah, no. Cannot re-sign him. He's already 23. Pokechek is 33 as a defenseman. No, thank you. You can go sign with someone else in the offseason. Kevin Brown, we'll wait on him. Joe Ward, I'll wait on him. Yuri Fisher, I'll wait on him. Levinsky, I'll wait on you. I don't think I want to re-sign you anyway. You're 25. Yeah, not the greatest. Not the greatest. Anders Eriksson, again, I'll wait on. Yeah, I'll wait on all these guys. I don't usually like signing players this early in the season unless they're key players. Peter Forsberg, Player of the Month, and then Rookie of the Month, Ryan Clough. Offensive Player of the Month, Sergei Fedorov, and Felix Potvin is the Defensive Player of the Month. And that'll be it. Not going to go any further than that. We'll check the stats out. Before we end it off, Sergei Fedorov with 44 points in 33 games. He's gotten going. Matt Cullen with 37 and 38. Dasuk with 37 and 38. Brian with 32. Brunette with 29. Lidstrom with 29. Hammerlick with 25. McCarty with 23. Hossa with 20. So he's getting going. What was his season like last year? 46 points, actually. So he's kind of on pace for that this year once again. Anders Eriksson with 18. PJ Axelson with 17. Langager with 15 and 30. He's been scratched for a few games this year. Ian Moran with 14. Greg DeVries with 14. Perot with 12 and 27. Ward with 11. Brashear with 9. Stevenson with 9. Semenov with 6. Then Fisher, Holbig, and Osgood with 1. And let's check goalie stats. Osgood still pretty much doing his job. 901, 245. And in this world, that's not that bad. And especially when you're in first place, you don't really care about that as long as you're winning. So we'll leave it right there. You guys have any suggestions? Let me know in the comments. And I'll see you guys in the next one.